What's up, YouTube? So my son, kind of like me, wants to buy stuff and flip it and make some money, or ride it a while or whatever. So a guy at work was selling this Apollo pit bike. He was asking 300 bucks. It starts and runs fine. Has some problems. Obviously it has some bent forks. This side's bent worse than the other side. The bearings in the triple tree are bad, so we got to find those. It's got several spokes missing. The back wheel was really loose. I tightened up some of them to straighten out a little bit so we can roll it, but we got to find a new back wheel for it. Other than that, it's all here, and it starts and runs actually pretty good. We'll still go through the carb and everything, but he only paid 250 bucks for it. So I don't think he can complain. You see these things on Marketplace going for more than that all day long in worse condition. So we're gonna start ripping it apart now, see what we need to order for it. We'll check back in when it's in process and again at the end. All right, checking back. We got it pretty disassembled. The good news is the bearings in the steering stem here, they were fine. This nut was just loose, so we just took it apart and repacked it with grease, tightened everything up. Having trouble finding a back wheel with all the dimensions that this one had, so we're gonna try to relace it. So we went through and tightened all the spokes that we could, and there's no wobble there anymore. We're missing 5. We're gonna order some new spokes for it. I've never done it. I know that you really should have a way to spin it and make sure there's no wobble, but I mean, it's a pit bike for the backyard, so I'm gonna get it as good as we can. Front wheel looks good. Forks are bad. I don't know what we're gonna do with these yet. The bend's worse than I thought. We tried everything that I have here to try to straighten them, and I can't. So I'm gonna take them to work. I know a guy with a press, and see if he can press them as straight as he can. That'll save some money. We got some fenders coming. We got a gas tank coming. We have the spokes coming. Should have it back together here shortly, and hopefully he's got a nice little runner. Check back in as we're putting it together. We are back, and the bike is done. Kid wanted it to look like a Yamaha. I mean, I guess it looks like a Yamaha as far as the colors go. It was a fun little project. If you look, guy at work got the forks pretty straight with a press, so that saved him like 80 bucks. They work fine. The rear wheels back together. We ended up putting 5 new spokes on, and it's pretty true. I mean, as true as we're gonna get it here. The new plastics came, they look great. We got new grips, went with the Pro Tapers, went with the Yamaha bar pad just to finish it off. One thing we decided against was a new tank, because we were having trouble finding a plastic tank with the mounting bolt at the same spot. So it was either I'd have to make a bracket, and then I had heard that sometimes even when you do that, the plastics don't line up. So we just bagged that. The tank works, it doesn't leak. The cap, we'd like to find a new cap, but we haven't found that. Motor runs good. Change the oil. Smoked a little bit before the oil change, but no problems. Chain seems good. Sprockets are good. So paid $250 for it. He's got 65 bucks, so he's in it for 315 bucks. He has decided he's probably going to sell it. He'd like to save up for a KLX 110. He has a KX65 and a CRF 70 now. He was looking for a little bit more of a trail bike. So it's we're going to have the kid fired up for you so you can see it running and close this one out. So let's check it out. All right, Jace, give her a kick. So Jace is 9. He weighs 50 pounds. Bike starts really easy for him. Actually, the CRF 70 starts a lot harder. You want to rev it up a couple times, buddy? Sounds pretty good for a stock exhaust on a 110cc pit bike. It was, like I said, it's an Apollo. Don't know if it's the original motor or not, but pretty neat little bike. We're gonna see what he can get out of it. Thanks for checking it out.